two convincing wins to start the tournament, one for Team Canada, one for Team USA. 5-0 Canada, 5-1 USA, and star power was front and center. Connor McDavid, 3 assists. Brock Nelson, 2 goals. Jack Eichel, 2 assists. Matthew Tkachuk, 2 assists. So my question to you, Marty, is this. Which team had the better star power, Canada or USA?
So I'm not going to be the only one to answer this, Frankie. You're going to have to make up your mind on that one as well. But I'll say Team Canada's star power was better. Look, you cannot look away from the TV when McDavid is on the ice, when McKinnon is on the ice. And it was the depth of Team Canada, all 4 lines being involved at 5-on-5 and being able to produce goals. And I get it. The power play for Team Canada is spectacular. And when you put those 5 guys on the ice and you saw the result, right? McDavid to McKinnon, a nice saucer pass. How about the Marner pass to Stone? It feels like everything was clicking. But I do feel I'm giving Canada the edge, despite the fact that the U.S. had some really good performances as well. The star power on Canada's side was better in the first game, and that sets them up for the tournament.
I'll agree with you on Team Canada, and what I will say is the quality of plays that led to goals for Team Canada, unbelievable what we saw. Now, for the United States, you cannot count them out at this point, because as far as how that team is assembled, the purpose they're supposed to play with, I thought they nailed it. Hit it out of the park. Big bodies who cycle the puck, who are hard to get it off of. And here's a crazy thing that the USA can do. They can have Quinn Hughes, who controls the puck for basically the duration of his shift, and Zach Werenski, who does the exact same thing on the ice at separate times, so that they have the puck a lot and they're getting it into the hands of their forwards. The USA were as advertised. They played to their identity, but at the same time, Marty, so did Team Canada. It's 2 different philosophies. For me, I think Team Canada has the higher octane offense, but how will that play if and when these 2 teams meet at some point in the tournament?
Well, I guess you're right. Like, it's understanding the assignment. How does Canada's identity and how did they play that identity, and what is USA's identity, and how are they going to play that identity? And the one thing, though, when you talk about star power, you're going to talk about special teams, especially the power play. And I think that the U.S. have another couple of notches to go. And I get that they scored. You saw Tage Thompson down low, Matthews in the slot. They actually scored more than Team Canada on the power play. But I didn't think they were clicking as well. And one thing that I think Team USA, and they adjusted mid-game, is flipping Jack Eichel and Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson was a goal line guy, and Eichel was on the half wall, and then they flipped Thompson and Eichel, and it opened the pass to Matthews in the slot. I think Team USA's power play and the star-level power play that they can have will still go up a couple of notches, and that may be a difference for Team USA.
For Team Canada, it's all about pace. They have some of the fastest players in the world. They have the fastest player in the world. What's going to be interesting now is how John Cooper forms his lines, because he is notorious for juggling things in game, finding extra shifts for players. He didn't necessarily do that in the first game, and he didn't have to. The game didn't call for it. He essentially gave 60 minutes to all 4 lines and said, go play and find some chemistry. And Team Canada was able to spread out that star power, right? You got goals at 5-on-5 from representatives of all 4 lines. That's exactly what you want to see if you're Team Canada. It doesn't have to be a top-heavy game. Do you think John Cooper keeps the lines the same, or do we see a little bit of an adjustment for Team Canada as the tournament goes on?
I think there's going to be some adjustments, and I think they should be playing around with the lines and seeing what that's going to result in. I love having Tom Wilson. He made McDavid into a forechecker, a hitter, right? And that's because Wilson is playing that game. But maybe we want to see if we play Sweden or Finland or Czechia again, how do we want to adjust and maybe give different lines? And here's the other thing, Frankie, because as you well know, you're a defenseman and you love talking defenseman. I did not see Cale Makar and the high-end skill on the defense with Team Canada as much as I did with Team USA. And that is something else that Team Canada can do better for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, the high-end skill on the back end, on the whole, it belongs to the Americans. There's no denying that. But Team Canada's D-core, they can play a little better. They can kill some plays early. But when we're talking about star power, both these teams play to their identity. And this is the starting point, as they will get better as the tournament goes on. And it does feel like Canada and USA are on a crash collision course headed for each other at some point in this tournament.